check na yung title kung clean, meaning hindi siya naka-mortgage sa bank, no? Usually, when it's mortgage in the bank, hindi mo hawak yung original title kasi nasa bangko eh. So that will play a big role. Sabi mo, seller, owner, can you show me your original title? Pag hindi niya mapakita yung original title, then you'll have to politely request for it just to signify na siya talaga yung owner at hawak na yung title. Siyempre tayo, as a culture, we sometimes get so excited pag good deal, di ba? It's like, di ba, parang, kung mura nito, bili mo na Marvin, kahit na nagmamadali, baka maunahan ka. Pero wala yung owner dito. So be cautious lang, be cautious. Mas maganda talaga yung straight line. Challenge of buying secondary properties with the bank is there's gonna be a medyo uncomfortable gap eh. Kasi mangyayari, kung ako yung nagbebenta, I will have to transfer the property to your name even if I'm not yet fully paid. I would only have one piece of paper called the bank guarantee and I'm now required to transfer the title to your name. Very uncomfortable situation for the seller. On the day of transaction, you fully pay, you notarize, you transfer ownership of possession of title and the property, and that's it.
Are you buying a house? Are you buying a condo? Are you buying it from someone who's selling it to you? How do you know if the papers are legit? How do you know if the title is legit? Check this video out.
Guys, catch us. We will be in SM Davao on November 30. So before Christmas comes, no? November 30, one day event wherein there are gonna be 6, 7, 8 speakers. You just have to sit down and absorb. You don't have to, mahirap magbasa ng 8 books in one time. Ito, makikinig ka lang. So take this opportunity. I'm gonna be there with Marvin, Randall, sino pa ba?
Rex Mendoza,
Wow.
Ana Quisha. We will have around 10 speakers. Actually, hindi lang 8, 9, 10 speakers talking about different investments. So, Icon 2019 Davao. Carl
Yeah,
D will be there. He's the highlighter. He's the
No way,
highlighter.
no way. Rex Mendoza, my boss, will be the highlight. So, go for it. Sayang. It's not, magkano lang? A few thousand pesos.
Details will be below as well. So,
Alright, go
enjoy.
for it.
Hi guys, we're in for a treat. We have Master Real Estate Guru, Property Investing Master. You've seen him in the previous videos and you guys requested him. We have Carl D in the video.
In the house. Hello, Marvin. How are you?
I'm good. So,
You have a nice place, nice house. Can you pan it in your living room? Ganda ng living room ni Marvin. Ang laki, grabe.
no
Sala
guys,
pa lang to.
this is Carl's place. Just to full disclosure, this is his sala. Joke lang, we're in Shangri-La.
Yeah,
for-
coffee please. Grabe.
Okay, question. Carl,
Yes.
what if I'm buying a condo
Okay.
or a house from someone, not a developer,
Yeah.
meaning someone
Secondary
already,
market.
someone already owns it, they just want to sell it. How will I know if the property
Okay.
or that the title that they have is legit? Kasi di ba may mga problems minsan pala narimata na pala, di ba? Or
Correct,
something. So how, in checking the title, what are the steps that I need to take? Go.
Sige, Marvin. I'm gonna give you some pointers. This is not super detailed, but at least it gives you an overview of anong kailangan mo i-watch out. No? So number one, the first step in buying a property in the secondary market is to check kung yung kausap mo ba ay yung owner talaga. No, Marvin? So, how do you check if kausap mo is the owner talaga? Ito na yung when you go to the meeting, here's what you do. Number one, you ask the owner to present yung mga documents niya.
I have a question though. Pero what if, di ba normally when you do when you transact also, it's sometimes the broker that's there or
Correct.
the owner, they would say the owner's abroad. Paano pag ganun?
Okay, yun lang. Sige, we'll go to there in a
Okay.
bit. So the basic step, first step is to check if you're talking to the owner. So kunyari, nag-set up ka ng meeting, you're gonna buy this nice property, set up a face-to-face meeting over coffee, gano'n. And the owner will probably bring out an envelope. Ang laman ng envelope will be yung mga title ng property, any documentation, real property tax. So pag nakikita mo na medyo may hawak siya, it kind of gives you a little peace of mind na, okay, looks like this is legit, no? Vis-a-vis na wala talaga siyang hawak, tapos lahat is parang, meron yan pero hindi ko lang nadala. Then medyo red flags yon. So if a normal seller will be very confident in showing you all the documents, walang itatago yon. The next is the IDs. So check 2 IDs, 3 ID, passport, license to verify if the person on title is really the person that you're talking to. And of course, internet helps na ngayon. You try to Google the name, social media, and to help verify na talagang Marvin Guillermo yung kausap mo, di ba?
I have a question from that.
Yeah.
My question is, do you ask that from the start? Kasi baka nakakailaman ka na ask for your ID. Is that the
Correct.
normal approach? First, that's my first question. Second question is, normally when you ask that, some people will normally ask, do you have a letter of intent first before I show you stuff?
Oh, definitely. This is more or less medyo, you look at the property na, medyo okay na kayo sa price, due diligence na. Before any payment is released, you sit down with the owner and really have a nice chat. Just like in any relationship, diba? There's always that first meet and greet. Ayan. So, you're trying to verify if siya talaga yung owner, no? So, title, the name. Okay, once na-verify mo na siya talaga yung owner, okay, number 1 is the ownership. Number 2 is the title validity. Now, you're gonna check na yung title kung clean, meaning hindi siya naka-mortgage sa bank, no? Usually, when it's mortgage in the bank, hindi mo hawak yung original title. Kasi nasa bangko eh. So that will play a big role. Sabi mo, seller, owner, can you show me your original title? Pag hindi niya mapakita yung original title, then you'll have to politely request for it just to signify na siya talaga yung owner at hawak na yung title. Pag di niya mapakita yung original title, then medyo another red flag yun. Is it naka-mortgage sa bank? Ganon.
How will you know that it's an original title pala? For those who don't know, parang everything looks like legal papers kasi. So, what are the things that they should look at that's the original one?
Okay, well, I don't know how to describe it, but talagang iba talaga siya. Ibang paper siya. It feels like a different kind of paper na may texture.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the original title. And then, once na hawak na niya yung title, your next step is to verify with the government record. So, that's what they call the certified true copy of title. So, pupunta yung broker mo or you to the government agency, then you're requesting for certified true copy of the title. Yun na yung government record. So, sometimes may mga mismatch. Most of the time naman, pag decent yung seller mo, it will be a match. Ito yung title, 4 pages, government records, 4 pages. But, there will be cases wherein ang pinakita sa'yo is 4 pages. Pero certified true copy, 6 pages. May mga annotation pala sa likod.
Okay.
So that's another way for you to check if your title is clean.
So pag annotated, it means the bank still owns it,
The bank
no?
owns it, or kung may mga court case, kung may encumbrance. So doon mo makikita yung sa last few pages. So I've seen a situation wherein the seller was in bad faith. Pinakita lang niya yung first 3 pages. Pero yung next 2 pala, may mga stamp, gano'n, na may court case, gano'n. So, that's why the certified true copy is important. Usually, pag yung property nyo is mga Ayala, Alveo, federal land, it's Rockwell, it's safer. Kasi, the seller can show you, ito yung contract to sell ko, ito yung deed of sale ko, ito yung mga resibo ko from Ayala. It's gonna be more complicated once it's like a property that's 50-year-old, 60-year-old, minana pa yan, may inheritance concern. So it gets more complicated. That's why the brokers or a lawyer comes in to help you out.
So, pag ganun, when you see that they only showed you 3 pages, then you see 5 or 6, that means you walk away already, or what do you do?
Very good question, no? I guess if you're normal, you walk away kasi bad faith. But if you're an investor, you can assess pa rin if you still want to pursue amidst the what do you call that, the lie or the deceit, di ba?
Okay.
If the property is still good, you can still look beyond the demeanor of the person you're talking to, di ba? But that's really higher level. And amidst what they did, you can still buy the property.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ito pa.
Alright.
What if nakapangalan sa father, the father died? How can you verify also na na-transfer na sa anak yung and the estate taxes have been paid already?
So in the first few minutes, we talk about the basic.
Okay, di ba the basic? Okay,
Straight line, di ba? Then, marami ng complications,
Okay,
Marvin.
okay.
The,
Does that happen all the time ba?
with properties na medyo older, kaya bahay in Quezon City, in Bulacan, in Cavite, these things are more likely to happen, no? Hindi naman palagi, pero may mga ganun talaga. Mainly because siguro hindi educated masyado yung third generation or second generation na pabayaan. So, complications, here are some of the complications. Number one, yung sinabi mo kanina, Marvin, what if wala dito yung owner? That's very difficult. If we've seen it happen na they're doing SPA, ganun-ganon. But in a straight line process, ideally, you're dealing with the owner. Kasi nga, binenta ng owner sa'yo, nakita mo, nag-usap kayo, nag-abot na kayo ng money, that's a very more straightforward transaction. And then, SPA comes in as a more complicated but doable pa rin. So, it's still workable. Wherein, yung mismong owner is in America, is in Guam, kunwari, and then inassign niya yung local relative niya. So, for SPA, it will help if at least there's a phone call or video call to really verify that the owner abroad is aware na binibenta na yung property niya. Kasi what we're trying to avoid is somebody acting on behalf of Marvin Guillermo, selling Marvin Guillermo's property, pero wala naman knowledge si Marvin Guillermo.
So that happens a lot ba or not naman?
No, but I guess if it happens a lot, meron talagang mga minsan overseas base.
Okay.
Na
Kasi madaming OFW sa MSU.
I guess you're right, no? But the right answer there is even if you're overseas and you want to transact a property, at least fly in kung kaya for the transaction. That's more straight line. No? But SPA is a second option where ina-assign mo yung relative mo to do everything on your behalf. Okay din naman yun, di ba? So, if you're the one, parang at least give the, kunyari ikaw yung nagbebenta and you're overseas, at least have the courtesy to call up the buyer and give the buyer all the reassurance to reassure him na I'm in knowledge of this transaction. I've assigned Marvin as my representative. This is a legit deal. What you don't want is the owner to be off the scenes. Hindi mo siya nakikita, hindi mo siya nakakausap, basta may SPA lang. So yun medyo cautious. But syempre tayo, as a culture, we sometimes get so excited pag good deal, di ba? It's like, di ba, parang, kung mura nito, bilhin mo na Marvin, kahit na nagmamadali, baka maunahan ka. Pero, wala yung owner dito. So, be cautious lang, be cautious. Mas maganda talaga yung straight line. Straightforward, yeah. So, SPA would be an option too. So, pag wala dito yung owner, at least man lang may effort to communicate, to video chat, to show proof of ownership. And the SPA should be consularized, meaning talagang yung owner sa US ang nag-initiate ng SPA. It has to be recently dated. These are the things to make your deal more safe, di ba? Yan.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I give my Marvin Guillermo hacks?
Okay, go.
Pero validate it if it's okay. This is what I've discovered and learned so far. One way also to validate it, kung condo yan, can you go to the office ng condo, yung admin, then check kung yung pangalan talaga na nagbebenta sa'yo, the same dun sa condo property developer?
Fantastic.
Does that work? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a good step, no? So you're verifying ownership of the property. So that step is big help para alam mo if you're dealing with the right person. Although that step, hindi mo ma-check kung yung title is mortgage or gano'n, no? But it's also an extra security.
Okay. Another one is to
Marvin Hacks.
Marvin Hacks to validate na talagang okay siya. Would it be better na kuha na lang sila ng loan sa banko, because if they get a loan from the bank will also verify na di ba? Kasi they're gonna take the risk also for it, that they have to verify that the title is also legit and transferred properly.
That's a very good solution, Marv. Di ko naisip yun.
Yung mga Marvin Guillermo hacks.
So yes, if you're gonna buy a property and you loan it from the bank, you now involve the bank. And they know what they're doing. They can check all the titles for you.
Kasi di ba they take the risk also na they will take it also kung mali yung title, they're also in trouble pag ganun, di ba?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
but siguro for buyers, no, I guess the challenge of buying secondary properties with the bank is there's gonna be a medyo uncomfortable gap. Kasi mangyayari, kung ako yung nagbebenta, I will have to transfer the property to your name, even if I'm not yet fully paid. I would only have one piece of paper called the bank guarantee, and I am now required to transfer the title to your name. Very uncomfortable situation for the seller.
okay.
Diba? Parang nire-relinquish mo na yung ownership of your property because of a bank guarantee. Paper lang yun. So, medyo may konting gap in that part, but I guess the relationship, trustworthiness comes out
Okay.
Diba?
What the scary part ba there is if the bank does not fulfill their obligation or ano yung pero normally if it's a big bank naman, 'di ba they normally parang that's good as cash na rin.
I guess process-wise,
Okay.
Marvin, we know it's legit.
Okay.
But from an emotional point of view, it's very hard for you to let go of your 10 million property, 5 million, pero hindi ka pa bayad. So it creates really that uncomfortable gap. So I guess my advice to buyers, try to calm down your seller. Kung yun yung process mo. Reassure him. But you're right, Marvin. Tama yun eh, bank would pay you eh. But it's an uncomfortable
Okay.
situation.
May instance ba na there's something that happens in between na hindi ka mababayaran or you don't get your money?
I guess
Is there a complication?
yung
or...
nafe-feel ng nagbebenta at first is, legit ba tong bank card? That's always a question eh. Diba? Kung ikaw nga, tinatanong mo kung legit ba tong MC. Siya rin, tinatanong niya kung legit ba tong bank guarantee. So, it's really that the trust part is there. But, kung mababayaran si seller ng bangko, well, you have to finish the whole process of transferring the title, the tax deck, making sure everything is clean and in order bago ka mababayaran.
Okay, amazing answers, Carl.
Thank you.
Can I have 2 more questions?
Two more? Wow!
Oh.
Okay, go.
Ito, sometimes I've seen people transact, buy property. Di ba may mga down payment yan before yung talagang official documents na may mga notaryo na. Some people I've seen, piece of paper lang, I received this amount, this represents earnest money, or this represents 10% of the down payment. Papel lang, pirma, kaliwaan ng pera.
Okay.
Does that work? Have you seen that in your practice also?
Okay, I'm not, it's common practice, Marvin, no, na may ganon. No? Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I guess from a legal point of view, it's more ideal to have some arrangement na notarized, di ba? Like we have some practice right now wherein every receipt of money, notary. So you have a witness. And then in our practice, we try to do payment one time. Hindi, yung installment medyo may complication, may possible complication because we are humans, we have emotions eh. So yung mga team, bayaran mo na kita ng 1 million ngayon, next month 2 million, next month 3 million, or something like that, no? You may think as a buyer na naka-installment ka, but you put yourself at a risk. Meaning, what if midway something happens? Hindi ka pa talaga fully transacted. So, the safest straight line, I'm not saying na hindi pwede, but the safest straight line is talagang on the day of transaction, you fully pay, you notarize, you transfer ownership of possession of title and the property, and that's it.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit earnest money, 4 weeks before, to start the process. But the earnest money is your risk at some point.
Ito, may naisip tuloy ako na tanong doon. Di ba,
Galing.
you put a down, di ba?
Correct.
For some people who either pay cash or they get installment from the bank after, what if, I don't know if you can answer this, pero what if nagbayad sila 10, 20, 30%, tapos after paying, 2 days after or at some time, yung owner namatay? What happens to them?
That's very complicated, no? So, nag-earnest pa lang.
Hindi, siguro 10, 20% down na siguro.
It's very complicated. Actually, that's a very good question.
Did that happen na?
It's very complicated, meaning parang hindi pa fully consummated yung transaction, di ba? And then the owner is gone na. So it will go to the estate process, no? So medyo complicated niya. Kaya I really encourage na if you can, it's safer talaga for a buyer to do one time. Just to exaggerate, kung kaya mo nga na walang earnest, you do due diligence and then immediately pay. Transact, done. That's the safest for you as a buyer.
Okay, last na lang.
Yeah.
Yung mga larger transactions, 20, 30, 40, 50 million,
Yep.
you see them do cash more or they get loans as well?
Okay. I think getting loan from the bank will help protect you with the due diligence process.
Okay.
It really helps protect the buyer. But not all seller can accept that.
They don't like, napansin ko madaming seller, especially pag secondary market, ayaw nga nila ng loan. They don't like
because
loans
it
too much.
puts them at an uncomfortable gap wherein I'm gonna give you my property, my title, I transfer it to your name, and I'm not even paid yet. So it's really uncomfortable. That's why buying pre-selling from developer, yun naman yung convenience niya, yung you pay slowly, konti-konti, and then hindi ka mag-worry about title, gano'n, kasi it's all done for you.
Okay, so I guess to end, any suggestion for people who plan to sell their house or property, secondary market, things that they need to, any advice you can give them, last words, and for those that are buying also, secondary market?
Yeah, alam mo, if you put up your house, you hire a carpenter, di ba? If you want to have your teeth pulled out, go to a dentist. You don't pull it on your own, di ba? And if you want to get your surgery, you get an expert. So if you're buying or selling a house, just set aside a little budget. Go for a trusted broker or go for a lawyer friend who can help you. It may be an expense for you, but it's also a learning opportunity for you to become better. So go for it.
Okay, so go for Spectrum Investments.
Yes, go
Link
for
down
Spectrum
below.
Investments,
Follow
yes.
Carl D as well. So I hope this video helps you. This is just one of many videos. Comment Carl D, comment real
I want to
estate.
promote lang. So,
Sige.
I do my private sessions. Marami kasing lumalapit sa akin, Carl, can you guide me? Ganun. So, what I do now is I have a private coaching. I do it 4 times a month only. So, I'm gonna put the link there and then you can just sign up if you want private coaching.
So, yun. Link below if you want to get mentored ba yun? Mentored or coaching?
Basta, it's an opportunity to have a really chat.
Okay, to have a chat with Carl D
Yes.
as well. So, that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon and God bless you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless.